Live. Welcome back to another episode of the ReCap. I'm your host, Mine, along with other host.
What's going on, everybody?
We back with episode 44, week 13 of football. We're going to get into a little NBA as well. Man, Tanic, this football season has been a roller coaster, emotional roller coaster for me. How about you?
It's the same thing, man, because it's like a lot of stuff not making any sense. Then we also got this COVID thing with Aaron Rodgers and now Antonio Brown. And it ain't making any sense.
Yeah. Listen, okay, to get into the Antonio Brown shit, I am not taking up for Antonio Brown by no means, right? I'm not saying dude shouldn't have been suspended, right? Should AB be suspended? Yes, I agree. I definitely agree that Antonio Brown should be suspended. But Aaron Rodgers did the same fucking thing. He get to play. And I don't like that bullshit, bro. I got to some arguments online, especially on the Undisputed YouTube channel. And, you know, it's the bigoted crew, right? The bigoted white boys. They say, no, what Aaron Rodgers did was different from what AB did. And he's like, here you go with the race card. That's why I think I
put it to them. They may have handled it differently, but it's still the same thing. We're still on lying that you got the shot, lying that you COVID. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I feel like this, man. Shell out equal punishment. Listen, not AB or Aaron Rodgers. See, Amari Cooper for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah,
he lied about his vaccination, but it went under the radar because the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who else. Who else lied about their vaccine? A couple other players who I can't think of the names right now. I'll probably think of it later in the show, but AB and Aaron Rodgers are not the only football players in this season who lied about their vaccination status and didn't get reprimanded. Well, they got reprimanded, but it's like they're not the only ones. And the ones that did it outside of them, they get no punishment. They playing. So I'm just thinking like, okay, well, it's evident that everybody don't like Antonio Brown because he still got that little sexual assault case lingering over his head. So he ain't gonna never get no respect. Anything, if that nigga fart wrong, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers over his head. I can't stand Aaron Rodgers, so I understand how I don't like Aaron Rodgers before he lied about his vaccine. Then he lied about his vaccine. That just kind of doubled down on my dislike for Aaron Rodgers. But my dislike for Aaron Rodgers is the same equivalent to people's dislike for Antonio Brown. They got the same visceral for that dude. So if he fucking fart wrong, you understand me, they gonna lock him up. I read some comments talking about he need to go to jail for 7 years because that's a federal crime. And I'm like, you motherfuckers in the comment section, y'all don't give a fuck about whether or not he broke the law. Y'all, it wouldn't hurt your life if he did or didn't go to jail. You understand me? Like, why do you give a fuck? It's other worse shit that people have done. He put players in danger about the COVID shit, true. But Aaron Rodgers did the same thing.
That's true. Very true.
It's like, I think the NFL ultimately is responsible for all of this wishy-washy, half-ass bullshit. They say it's NFL. The NFL got to take the L for this one. Can't go at AB, can't go at Aaron Rodgers, can't go at Amari Cooper, all the other players' names I can't remember right now. You can't come at none of them. You got to come at the MSL because they're gonna shell out. They're the ones who shell out the punishment, and they haven't done so, in my opinion, in an effective way.
I agree with you there.
So I think across the board, it don't matter what player you feel is just or unjust. The bottom line responsibility falls on the NFL. And them the motherfuckers who need to get the ridicule at the end of the day. Not AB, not Aaron Rodgers. And even if I can say that and I don't like Aaron Rodgers, I think everybody else need to get off their fucking moral high horse. That's how I feel about it.
I agree.
So anyway, y'all, let's get into these lineups. You're the all-day squad,
this
right?
is all day.
All right. Y'all forgive my raspy voice. I got a little bad cough. Not COVID, just a little bad cough. And it's just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say it's a cough. It's a sore throat. And because I have asthma, anytime I have a sore throat, it's harder on me. So forgive my voice, y'all. Been with me. I'm going to be coughing a lot. But, you know, I'm in a safe spot. I'm in my little space at home anyway. I ain't getting nobody sick. So just bear with my raspiness as we get through the show. Hopefully next week my voice will be better. Starting with the QB, fam, on the all-day joint. NFL all day, 11 games, starting at 1 p.m. I want to go over briefly, not to take up too much time, the production up to this point, like a year, like a mid-season review, so to speak, on the consistency or inconsistency of the quarterback before we pick one. Starting with Lamar Jackson. Clicking on Lamar Jackson's game log, we're going to go down the list. From week 12 all the way down. Okay, Lamar Jackson played the Cleveland Browns, and he was trash. Yeah, they won the game, but he was trash. He played the Dolphins. He was trash in that game. Good game against Minnesota. Decent game against Cincinnati. Trash against the Chargers. I don't know how the fuck he pulled that off against Indiana. He had a lucky day because Indiana is dope right now. But he had a good start to the season from week 1 to week 6 to week 5. Week 1 through week 5, he was dogging. From week 6 and up, he started going down. And he about to play the Steelers, who's got a great defense. And I think Lamar Jackson is going to give you the same numbers he gave you in Cleveland and Miami and the Chargers for this game. I think his numbers going to look similar to that. And I don't think 78, I don't think he's worth your time if you listening. Don't pick Lamar Jackson. That's what this show is about. We suggestions, picks, and stuff like that. I'm saying the Lamar Jackson matchup against the Steelers is a bad matchup for Lamar. Now, I ain't saying Ravens going to lose the game. I'm saying Lamar Jackson not finna, in my opinion, he not finna stack the stat sheet. He finna get the job done, if that makes sense, right? Just get the job. Kyler Murray is questionable, so we're going to skip over him. Not going to know that status until game time anyway, so we're going to skip over him. Matt, staph infection. Let's talk about it, Panic. Let's talk about this motherfucker here. I don't like him.
Now, we ain't liked him since he's been in Detroit. What you talking about?
Dude, do you know I picked him every single game he played? I'm secretly been picking Stafford, but I only been paying 10 cents on these squads. I haven't been betting dollars and shit when I play Stafford. He either be on my free squad or he on my 10-cent squad. And he should have a good game against the Jaguars, right? He should, right? How many times have we said that? Let's do his little mid-year review. Let's go. Let's go for it. Click on his game log. Everybody listening, follow along with me. Click on Matthew Stafford's game log and scroll to the right to his interception. Fuck them DFS numbers. Scroll your screen to the right to where it says yards, TD, interception. This motherfucker done threw 9 interceptions in 11 games. Because they had a bye week, so he only played 11 games. In 11 fucking games, he done threw 9 interceptions. And I felt every one of them interceptions every fucking time I picked this motherfucker. I put my mind up. Excuse me, y'all. Stafford, I done said all this shit, right? Pick Stafford if you want to. I'm not saying fade him. I'm not saying that. Even though I done talked all this shit, right? I'm not saying fade him because he should have a good game against Jacksonville. He should. But I done said that shit for 11 fucking games. I said Stafford should, and I ain't even say it on the show all the time because we ain't do a show every week. I've said it to myself. He should have a good game today. Every time he plays. But what the fuck did he do? And how many times have I text you with angry emojis?
I forgot which game was it that you was like he threw 2 picks already. Was it the Tennessee game? It was a Thursday game, I think. Yeah,
Houston, the Texans. To the Texans, bro. No. I said it wrong. Take that back. Not the Texans. The Titans. I said that wrong. He threw 2 interceptions to the Titans. He lost to the Titans with no stiff arm. Stiff arm is out for the season for the Titans, right? King Henry is out. And you still lost. You still lost that game. So I'm saying to the viewers, as you make your squad, if you feeling Stafford, I'm not telling you to fade him, but I will tell you to err on the eye of caution. That's what I'm going to say. Skipping Stafford. Tom Brady, Mr. GOAT himself. There's not much to say about Tom Brady. Last time he played the Falcons, look what he did. He torched them. 30 points. He torched them, but he cost too much for this all-day slate. So I'm not saying fade to Tom Brady. I'm saying he cost too much for us to start off the show with him. I don't know if I'm moving too fast for you, but for Tom Brady, it's a good pick, is what I'm going to say. Tom Brady's a good pick. He's a good pick against Atlanta. That is a good pick. Good matchup. Quarterback. That's not who going to be our quarterback, though. Just going down the list. Jalen Hurts got a cue. We're going to skip over him. No, never mind. Wait, say he's expected to play. But he's finna play the Jets. And I just don't know how good he's going to do because he lost to the Giants. Understand me? The Giants beat you? Come on, bro. And you $7,000? He got the nerve to cost $7,000. Nah, bro. Jalen Hurts is a fade. I know the Jets is trash, but Jalen Hurts is a fade. I'm saying fade Jalen Hurts. The Bengals keep proving me wrong every week. I never say anything bad about the Bengals on the show, but Justin Herbert against the Bengals, I think that's not a good matchup for Justin Herbert. And I say you should fade Justin Herbert because the Bengals defense have been quietly whooping ass, catching interceptions, sacking, and holding people to low scores. The Bengals been winning. Mm-hmm. They got some L's, right? But the Bengals been holding their own, bruh. And I just don't think Justin Herbert against the Bengals is a good matchup. So I'm saying fade Justin Herbert. Even though Justin Herbert got good numbers, I don't think he's gonna have a good game versus the Bengals because the Bengals been really showing that they came to play. The Bengals come to play every week. They don't win all the time, but they got a good record and they going to the playoffs. The Bengals are going to the playoffs this year. Are they gonna stay in the playoffs? I don't know, but they gonna be wild cards. And I'll say, let me say it better like this: don't fade Justin Herbert. You're on the eye of caution. Better way. Not saying fade him. Take that back. Don't fade him, but you're on the eye of caution. Now we get to the good stuff, right? Kirk Cousins is a fantastic pick against them weak ass Lions. Defense, anyway. But I think, all in all, because it's an all-day slate and we got to spend some money on this squad. We're going to have to. I think our quarterback needs to be cheap. So it's out of, even though Kirk Cousins is a good matchup, 6,500 is still too much. We need the quarterback in the 5,000. So Cousins is a good pick. Joe Burrow is a good pick. Wentz is a good pick. Derek Carr is a good pick. Jimmy G is a good pick. Taylor Heineke is a good pick. But you know who we picking today? We picking with Televasia. How you say his name? Yeah. The Dolphins been a factor. Have they not been? It's not a quarterback people finna play with. People, excuse me. People gonna jump on that Tom Brady Atlanta game, and he gonna ball out. But that don't necessarily mean that if you spend all that money on Tom Brady, that your squad gonna win. You need to fill them other spots, and this is a very expensive group going further. So we're gonna start off with Tua. Devonta Parker is back from injury activation, and he's 3,900, and he playing the Giants. Tua to Devonta Parker is who we gonna start the squad off with.
8 of 11.
Look on his game log.
3,900. That's a steal. Gotcha.
Right? See where I'm going with this? Okay, so
let's see here. Should we pick Cup? That is the question. Or is Beckham taken away from him? Yeah.
I don't even think Beckham's going to play. But the answer to that question, should we pick Cup? No, we shouldn't. Because Stafford throwing it to him.
Well, he got 10 targets last time in Green Bay, but they still lost.
He cost $9,000, and he's not finna give me $9,000 worth of production. Even if they win, I'm not finna get that type of production. I need that $9,000 for somebody else. I'm finna spend $9,000, but it ain't gonna be on Cooper Kupp.
I'm debating. Should we go with Jefferson?
If you trying to get in on that Detroit game, Adam Thielen is the safest pick. Yep. Because Delvin Cook is gonna be out in that game. So yeah, Justin Jefferson gonna eat, but why spend $8,000 for the same production you can get out of Adam Thielen? All right, running back, $9,000 on Jonathan Taylor.
Well, I can't get mad at you because he's been breaking the slate lately.
He's been breaking the slate damn near every week, and he finna play the Texans trash ass. He finna run all over their ass.
Let me see here. Let me see. Can I get another receiver here? Evans 67, Godwin 66. I'm see can I find somebody cheap. When did DeAndre Hopkins ever become 6,200? I'm gonna keep an eye on that questionable tag.
Deebo Samuel is out, by the way. For the 49ers, Deebo Samuel will be out. He's not playing. Just want to throw that out there.
What's your thoughts on that? I'm going with Brandon Knight.
Trash.
Whatever his last name. Give me Brandon.
All right. For the other running back, I'm torn. So even though it's my pick, I'm gonna let you. I need your help with this pick because I don't know honestly. Now, first off, fading Austin Eckler. Fade. I know that's a bold statement, right? That's a bold statement to say fade Austin Eckler, right? But fade him. Click on Joe Mixon. He been quietly whooping ass every week, consistent. This is the mid-season review on consistency and inconsistency. That's part of them. That's like the premise of this particular episode. Mid-season review of consistency and inconsistency. Joe Mixon has been very consistent against tough run defenses. and what the Chargers
Nothing.
consider do to
They're
stop
worse
him.
in the league. It looked like it.
Right?
They're worse in the league.
Now, Fournette. Click on Fournette.
I ain't never seen him in 7,300 in almost a year.
Look what Fournette did to Indiana.
That's old Fournette there.
See what I'm saying? What you think he's gonna do to these weak ass Atlanta?
Should we give it a Jonathan Taylor? Go Mixon and Fournette?
So I'm saying if we can either get both of these niggas, one in the flex and one in the running back spot, and get some cheap wide receivers, or we can get one of these niggas and get Gronk at tight end because Gronk is gonna go off too. But I'm torn between Joe Mixon and Fournette, and I don't know which one to pick. So I need you to help me with that. Even though it's my pick, I don't know. But them are my two eyeballs, my running backs, Fournette and Mixon, and I don't know which one I want because I want both of them. Or I take this back. Scroll down to Eli Mitchell for the 49ers.
Oh, he finally came alive.
The Seahawks offense. And I like that matchup with Eli Mitchell too. I think that's a sleeper matchup. So I'm torn between three: Eli Mitchell, Fournette, and Joe Mixon. And I don't know which one I want, fam. I can't decide. I'm undecided.
Can we get rid of Jonathan Taylor and pick up all three of those running backs?
Yeah, but see, we don't have Jonathan Taylor.
Say
We
what?
don't have to have Jonathan. Let me see what this looks like. Let me get rid of Jonathan Taylor, put Joe Mixon, Fournette, and Eli Mitchell in the flex. You see what this looks like, right? Got to pick a defense and a tight end. Who had tight end for $3,000?
7,300.
Oh shit! We could do it because it's a tight end that ain't nobody paying attention to. 2,500. Yeah, he's it's two tight ends. Matter of fact, it's and because Tyrod Taylor is back, Brevin Jordan on the Houston Texans been balling as long as Tyrod Taylor is quarterback. So Brevin Jordan for 2,500 and Durham Smythe for the Miami Dolphins for 2,500. Starting, getting targets, not no rinky-dink every now and then, but part of the game plan, doing numbers for the cheap price since we got these expensive guys. Could pull it off with either Smythe or shit, even Mo Ali cock. Mo Ali, nah, never mind.
Let's get the defense out the way.
I picked Dolphins at defense, but I didn't tell you that. My bad.
You would tell me
yeah, we don't have to get the Dolphins, but I just picked them just to
But against
see if I could put this together. But I'm finna delete the Dolphins, and I'm finna delete Eli Mitchell, Joe Mixon, and Fournette. Because I just wanted to see if we could do it. I want Jonathan Taylor, though. I really, really, really want Jonathan Taylor. Because he's playing against Houston. And last time he played against Houston, he went off for 30 points. But you know what? I see what you're saying about Jonathan Taylor. $9,000. You need to kind of get him in like an isolated joint. I do understand what you're saying, so this is what I'm going to do. Dumping Jonathan Taylor. Put Eli Mitchell at running back for one. And because he's cheaper, Fournette is the other running back. Because he's cheaper.
This is like I said, this is old Fournette. I ain't seen him get that high in a while.
He not stopping no time soon. He playing against Atlanta, bro. Atlanta not finna do nothing. So it's your pick, but Eli Mitchell and Fournette is our running back. Yeah, you going Gronk because Gronk goddamn. I don't blame you.
Like I said, like you're starting to see the old Gronk, and 5,300 for the old Gronk, and that's just that. No, that's too cheap.
I want Dolphins on defense, bro. They balling, bro. Like they the same Dolphins from last year on defense. I think that's a good pick for Dolphins on defense. Now, the flex spot, it's a lot of interesting picks here. Myles Gaskin is a good pick. He's a great pick. Renfro is the star receiver in Las Vegas. Pittman is a good pick because we don't have Jonathan Taylor. Pittman finna get some. Wait, what did he do in Houston? I don't know. Maybe he'll have a good game. Maybe he won't. But I feel like him. Yeah, it is. Antonio Gibson balled out last week, but is he going to repeat that against Vegas? I don't know. He's still a good pick to me. Antonio Gibson is still a good pick to me. Let's see. I want to fade all of the Cardinals because I don't know what's going on with Kyler Murray. I just don't know. So for the time being, got to fade these Cardinals. Jamal Williams is going to be starting in Detroit. He's going to be running the ball a lot because Swift is out. It's a good pick. Jamal Williams in Detroit is a good pick. And just throwing it out there as I keep scrolling, I don't see nobody else worth it. So I know it's your pick, but I got Myles Gaskin as far as just good pick. Myles Gaskin, Hunter Renfro, Michael Pittman, Antonio Gibson.
I'm thinking Jamal Williams.
And that's it.
I mean, he's dual.
You want Jamal Williams?
Jamal. And with no Swift to share the ball with against a weak Minnesota.
Right.
Let me see. What did he do? Well, he didn't do too much against Minnesota last time. But I think he's going to be the primary back.
That's because Swift was in there. Yeah, so... But I just saw something. We got some extra money left over. We don't have to get Tua. We can actually get Jimmy G against Seattle.
I like that.
Yeah, we could get Jimmy G instead of Tua. I like Jimmy G better than Tua. We got Eli Mitchell and Ayuk. I like this better. Instead of Tua, keep Devonta Parker, though. Keep him. Right? Devonta Parker is the most important person on this squad, believe it or not, because he's so cheap, and we need him at 3,900 to ball out and give us like 25 or something because he's playing against them Giants. No. And then who finna stop him, really? Who really finna stop Devonta Parker? With Jimmy G throwing against them weak-ass Seahawks, man, I think this is a great squad. Switching quarterbacks from Tua to Jimmy G, Eli Mitchell, Fournette, Devonta Parker, Adam Thielen, Brandon Ayuk, Rob Gronk, Jamal Williams, which is a sneaky sleeper, and the Dolphins on defense. I love this squad for all day. I love this squad, bro. Put it in? All right, cool. So let's jump over to afternoon tiers.
Here we go.
I already know. It's on you. You're going to start us off because I picked the quarterback. I
really want Matt Stafford in this question?
Pick who you want.
Yeah, I want to go with Matt Stafford. Because, I don't know, that Washington defense has been interesting lately. Your pick.
Stafford to Cup.
I think we might be able to do better on this tier 2. I'll let you pick that one.
Okay. Well, if you got Stafford, I'm gonna go ahead and get Cup because I don't trust Antonio Gibson or Johnson in this situation. I think that Pittsburgh Baltimore game gonna be low scoring. I think they're gonna make a bunch of field goals. No, I don't trust either team. I don't trust the Ravens or the Steelers because both of their defenses can stop each other. It's not about the offense. It's about the defense. I think it's gonna be a defensive stalemate where they're gonna be doing it's gonna be a lot of 3 and outs on both sides of the ball, right? So not a lot of touchdowns, but a lot of field goals. So yeah, the Steelers gonna score a touchdown and the Ravens gonna score a touchdown, but it's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be one of them dirty games that it's gonna be. I just don't see it gonna be a high. I don't see none of the offensive side on either side of the ball having a good day against either defense. The Ravens defense gonna give the Pittsburgh Steelers shit, and the Steelers defense gonna give the Ravens some shit. And I think in this particular situation, if I can only get Cup and Antonio Gibson, I'll take Cup.
All right. Score Cup. Tier 3. I've always liked Ahi, but I also got Metcalf. I don't trust Brown at Pittsburgh. And the Raiders defense have been, man, choices are.
Remember, Deebo Samuels is out.
Yeah, Brandon Aiyuk. He's gonna be the underdog in this tier. I'm going Brandon.
All right, got Brandon Ayuk. All right, this is very, very easy. Eli Mitchell, without question. Eli Mitchell for tier 4, bro. That's a no-brainer for me. I don't want nobody. Shit. I don't want none of them dudes below Eli Mitchell. None of them dudes. Shit.
Let's see. I got
This one's gonna be hard though. This tier 5. I feel for you, brother.
Kettle, crap. Jefferson, Freeman, Beckman and Collins. I don't even want them. I think I'm gonna leave Freeman alone. I think I'm gonna leave Claypool around. I got Hunter Renfrow, George Kittle, and is that for Sean Jefferson?
2. Jefferson is a good pick.
That's the
Jefferson
problem.
is a good pick. He is. You said that's the problem?
That's the problem. He is a good pick.
Honest, Jefferson is a good pick. Kettle is a good pick, and Renfrow is a good pick. So I'm just saying, I feel for you, bro. That's what I said.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna go Renfrow. What you think?
He's a good pick, man. I mean, I can't argue with you. I don't have no objections. Look, if you would have picked any of them 3 dudes, I would have said that. It's really up to you, man, who you want. You know, all right. I said that last one was hard. Shit, this was a bitch.
Damn, I feel sorry.
Man. See, Deshaun Jackson is questionable, so I can't do that. I can't do shit with questionable. DJ Dallas, please, bro. Please get out of my face. I'm good. Shout out Junior. I would say he don't have a chance against the Rams, but the Rams defense been trash. But Jalen Ramsey is good, but he ain't been doing his job.
They probably already know they're in the playoffs.
I did shout out Junior is a good pick then. I don't know. Look, he had a good game versus the Dolphins, though, bro. So I think he can have a good game versus the Rams. Shout out Junior.
Where you see the Dolphins get?
Like, just don't trust nobody.
11 points.
Huh?
Well, Yeah, 6'10".
Against the Boston.
Might get it up there.
Let's be honest, ain't nobody on this list gonna go above 12 points. You get 11 points out of any one of these dudes. So who's most likely to give us double digits? If it ain't but just 10, who more likely to give us double digits? Marvin Jones, Rashad Bateman, Baltimore, Chenault Jr., Tyler Higbee, questionable Deshaun Jackson, Foster Moreau, or DJ Dallas? Who's more likely to give us double digits against their matchup?
They're going to be throwing the ball.
They're going to be throwing the ball.
Yeah. Chenault Jr. Chenault.
I ain't asking him to go off. I just need him to give me 10 points. That's it. Because ain't nobody on that list going to go off. Nobody in Tier 6 going off. Nobody is. So who's going to do the best out of these guys? I think it's going to be someone. If you think about it, everybody on this list trash. Even Shannon. He's trash. So who's the least trashiest person? He's like the least trashy because he's just as trash as anybody else on this list. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying Shannon is good, is a great pick. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying everybody in Tier 6 is trash. Everybody. Marvin Jones, trash. Rashad Bateman, trash. Higbee, trash. Deshaun Jackson, questionable. Moreau, trash. DJ Dallas, trash. So, give me, if I'm going to pick some trash, then give me the wastebasket. I'll take Chenault Jr. Full fucking dumpster. You know what I'm saying? Give me the wastebasket. If I gotta do some trash, then give me the wastebasket. Shit. The little Walmart bag that you hang on the door. You know what I'm saying? Trash.
We're looking at it. We got Stafford, Cobb, Ahi, Mitchell, Renfrow, and Chenault Jr. Oh, well.
Yeah. It's a circumstantial lineup. That's what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and enter it. We can jump over to NBA before we close out the show. It's only one game for NBA.
It's three games.
And it's Sunday. No, yeah, I said it right. I meant to say one slate. I said it wrong. Yeah, it's one slate, 5 o'clock. It's going to happen after the football game, so we won't miss it. Anybody watching?
All these point guards.
Which should make for some easy little lineup. Yeah, because LaMelo Ball is out. Like, you know, he spoiled me, right? You know, LaMelo Ball has spoiled me. Click on LaMelo Ball, even though
it's the second year,
click on him.
He's really showing out.
Better than his brother, man. He's better than Lonzo. I have been picking this dude every day consistently, or every other day, mind you. Every time I see this nigga name, I pick him. If you look at his game log, I have gotten all those numbers that you see. Yeah, I've been feeling all that glory. Every time I pick him, he never lets me down.
Truth, man, it seems like ain't nobody check him. I mean, he seems like he's dominant. I mean, I can't. I like watching him play.
I think of this slate, believe it or not, man, I don't trust Fred VanVleet in this slate.
Not at 9,200. I don't trust him either.
I don't trust him. He cost too fucking much. Man, you got me fucked up. But let's see, Devontae Graham. New Orleans Pelicans. Let's see, Alexander Walker. My bad. I think Devontae Graham is the safest pick because he's getting high minutes.
Porter's out too. Wow.
And he playing Houston.
Gotcha.
I think Devontae Graham's the safest pick. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with Devontae Graham. Out, There's so many people out. We can make what you whatever squad you want to make.
Bill has not been the same Bill that we know him to be. I think Brandon Ingram finally waking up. I know.
Still don't trust him. He finally waking up for one game ain't enough for me. I need him to do more than wake up.
Shot his price up at $8,800.
Dude cost $9,000. $8,800, bro. I can't do Brandon Ingram. You are not worth $8,800, Brandon Ingram. I'm sorry. You're not.
Let me see here.
Not.
He's out. I mean, what's the injury news on? Let me see here. Zion's out. Hart's questionable against Houston. I'm gonna go with Alexander.
I mean,
and shooting guard. Yep.
Alexander Walker. Okay. Good pick. That's a good pick. Because I was gonna pick him if you didn't. Let's see. With LaMelo Ball out, I think Gordon Hayward is gonna step up since he's a veteran on the team, and he's cheaper than Miles Bridges. But Jason Tate has also been consistent, and he's cheaper. Kelly Oubre is also somebody who's going to step up because LaMelo Ball is out. With Porter being out for Houston, I think Aaron Gordon is the cheapest, most productive pick for the 3 spot. So give me Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon.
Gotcha.
Houston Rockets. I mean, because think about who all out.
There's a lot of people out.
Yeah. So I think Aaron Gordon finna get at least 35 minutes. And he ain't gotta go off, but for $5,200, he gonna give me 30 points. 30 plus. Yeah, he is. Against a weak Pelicans, like, I don't even care who wins the game. Gordon gonna get his. He the only Eric Gordon is the last surviving member of the Houston Rockets from the James Harden era and the Chris Paul era.
Sure.
Right? He's the last surviving member. Clint Capella gone, Chris Paul gone, James Harden gone, Trevor Ariza gone. Who else played for the Rockets? Carmelo gone, Dwight Howard gone. So many people. He's the last surviving member. Eric Gordon know this playbook, so I say Eric Gordon's he's gonna get the minutes because Porter out.
True. Let me think about this for a minute. Jason Tate plays for Houston, and he's got Herb Jones.
Good pick.
And Herbert Jones, 3,900.
39. That's why I don't see him because
he's been giving you like 20 points.
It's
Say what?
Christian Wood out?
No.
Christian Wood out?
Wood's playing.
And Herbert Jones not a good pick. If Christian Wood was out, yeah. But I can't see Herbert Jones. Herbert Jones come off the bench for one.
Actually, I think he starts. Let me see.
I guess he's starting.
Let me make sure. Oh, don't forget we got Jalen Green too.
Jalen Green. I don't see him.
It looks like he is.
Jason Tate is a better pick than Herbert Jones. This is my.
I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. I had Jason Tate when he dropped that 69. I didn't know what the heck was going on.
I had him, and I didn't have him because I thought he was gonna do that. I just picked him because he was cheap. Motherfucker went on.
I don't know. I don't even know what. I don't even know what happened. All I know is I heard Porter was out. I was like, dang, Porter out. Then they heard Wood was out. I was like, are you kidding me? And then all of a sudden I just saw Tate's numbers start just skyrocket. I'm like, I said they holding this guy back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I don't expect a consistency from that. But I did have him that day he went off. And I was like, okay, all right, Jay, fine, I fucks with you. But then the game after that, he came back to earth. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you gotta look at it. He had Porter and Woodbridge. All right, yeah, I'm picking Tate for the 4.
All right, Tate for the 4. Let's see.
No,
Valanciunas has been.
Keep going.
Wishy-washy.
Don't waste your time. Just keep going. No.
Don't waste my time with Clint.
Just keep going.
Oh, I hear you. Let's see. It's some cheaper picks too. Let's see. You got Achua, Precious Achua. You got Daniel Gafford for the Wizards. That's an okay pick, I guess. Don Collins, Tony Capella. See, I can to be getting out them little weak ass numbers.
I like
PJ Washington is a good pick. There we go. PJ Washington is my center. I want PJ.
Now we're looking at the guard spot.
Safe. He a safe pick.
We're looking at the guard spot. Brandon Ingram, no pass. Bill Van Fleet. I really don't.
Trae Young. Oh, that sucks. I hate that because he gonna fuck around and be like, well, Trae Young is active today, and it's like, man, we ain't pick him. But he got a cue, so we gotta skip over him, bro.
He told me he got a injury.
Otherwise, I'd pick him with LaMelo Ball out. I'd pick Trae Young, but shit, I'm not finna sit there and play double dutch, trying to, double dutch with these people. Is he gonna play? He's not gonna play. Man, get out of here.
With Melo Ball out, you think Oubre gonna get more run? I'm thinking Oubre could be possibly a good pick here, going up against Atlanta.
I like that.
I'm picking Oubre in the guard spot, unless you want another guard.
Nope. I like Oubre right there where he is. Let's see, we got $17,000 and 2 spots to fill. Let's go ahead and spend this money. Bridges, is he worth the 8? Nah, man. I'm good. I'm going to go to the util spot, and I'm going to get Christian Wood. That's what I'm going to do. And you can have that forward spot.
7,600 with Trey questionable? It's a toss-up between Hayward and Collins. But I still have Kuzma, too. But Kuzma ain't been playing, right? Let me click on some stuff.
Kuzma been playing. He ain't been consistent. And Hayward and Collins, I cannot tell you who to pick. I would say Collins because we don't have nobody from Atlanta, and we got enough damn Charlotte Hornets. So I mean, if I had to choose just for look at the lineup, I'd say Collins. All right, this is definitely a sneaky squad. I don't know if it's a first place squad, but it's definitely sneaky. Yeah, I don't. Oh, did you see Garrison Matthews?
Yeah, I saw him, but let me see here.
I think he a better pick than Alexander Walker. It's hard to see him because I've been watching him. I've been picking him on in like deep leagues, but I haven't been like promoting him enough. I just was testing him out to see what he would do. Every time I pick Garrison Matthews, he don't let me down. But I don't be expecting him really to do much. And I look at my squad because I'm working and shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga Matthews is pretty good. So
I can see that switch.
I can
see that switch between Alexander and Matthews. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I asked you because I don't know if you even knew who Matthews was. I've been picking him, but I ain't mentioned him to you, even in text, because I haven't mentioned him to you because I had never heard of the guy. I just picked him one day because somebody was out, and then the thing said he was going to play. So I'm like, well, shit, he only $3,900 at the time. He was $3,900, So he's 4,600 now because he's been balling. So we're balling for his, position. So, and I would never recommend the player I've never heard of. So even though I only know who he is as of the last, let's see, how many games did he play? I picked him. I got wind to him on November 24th. That's when I first picked him. If you click on his game log and go to November 24th for Garrison Matthews, that's when I started playing with him. And I just said he was $3,000. I said $3,900, but he was $3,000 when I picked him. And I only picked him because I stumbled upon him. I put too many stars on my team, and I needed to fill a spot. He filled a spot for me, and surprisingly, he did good. So I've been picking him every day up to this point, and he's been doing all right. He ain't breaking slate, but for his price, he's doing all right. So just wanted to know if you heard of him, but I ain't saying I'm vouching for him. I'm saying since I've been playing with dude, he been holding his own for his price. That's all I'm saying. Don't know the guy, never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? Never heard of Garrison Matthews, but he has been consistent on the Rockets for the position he playing.
Gotcha.
So do you want to make some switches, or you like this?
Matthews, Gordon, Tate, Washington, Oubre, Collins, and Wood.
I want to make another switch. Yeah. Put Christian Wood in the center spot.
Well, I saw that.
Take him off.
I don't know who you think, but I saw PJ Washington. I was like, I wonder if he gonna switch that up.
I want Gary Trent Jr., bro. I want Gary Trent Jr. Because he has been old faithful to me. It's like, why don't I have this dude on my squad? I always pick him, even if he do me bad. It's like I'm in an abusive relationship with Gary Trent Jr. because I just keep going back to this dude. Even though if you look at his game log, real quick, Gary Trent Jr. Nigga been inconsistent like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna act like dude just balling out. But like an abusive relationship, I keep going back to this motherfucker, man, because when I pick him, he come through when I need him to. Yeah. Right? Like he just look at my squad like, yo, Gary Trent is flaming right now, 35, 42. Really, you know what I'm saying? But good, bad, or indifferent, man, he don't always come through. He lets me down. And I'm being honest when I say this shit. He might not go off. But I have been picking this nigga every time I see his name. I pick Gary Trent Jr. And I looked at the squad, I was like, I don't have Gary Trent Jr. What's wrong with me? Why don't I have this nigga? And why do I keep picking somebody who keeps letting me down?
He's one of those picks that not a lot of people pick. And it's very, if he goes off, if he goes off, you'll have him in your lineup. That was like that day you saw Tate, and you're just like, wow, really?
Right. The day Tate dropped 69, I was like, okay. 62 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 5 blocks, and 3 turnovers. Dude only turned the ball over 3 times. This dude went off.
That was without William Porter on the floor. Like I said, I didn't know. It was like everybody was on. Like I was listening to the industry, and everybody was on Porter and Wood. And I have to say, it's like that particular night after looking at him, I was like, something's not right about these guys. I'm just gonna fade them both, and I'm glad I did.
Let me see. Okay, so who do we have? We got Kelly Oubre from the Hornets. Well, I don't know. I should probably stick with PJ Washington anyway. No. So yeah, gotta give him a great trick because I don't want Van Fleet, but give me at least one Toronto.
Pick from Toronto. Oh.
Gary Trent Jr. I was gonna try to put PJ back in, but I looked at the squad again. We don't have nobody from Toronto, so just another excuse for me to pick Gary Trent Jr. because we don't have no Toronto Raptors on our squad. And I think if you ain't gonna pick Van Fleet, if you're not gonna spend that $9,000 on Van Fleet, you need another Raptor because Trent Jr. is the starter. Van Fleet the point guard, Trent Jr. the shooting guard. So, you know what I'm saying? I just like I said, it's an abusive relationship with me and Gary Trent Jr., bro. It's abusive. I should know my worth, right? I should do better. I should find somebody that values me, right? But I keep going back.
That's an old song, man. That came in my head.
I'm just saying, like, this is the most toxic, unhealthy relationship you could be in. Like, Gary Trent Jr., I pick this nigga, and he lets me down, and then I pick him, and he come through. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's an emotional up and down roller coaster with Gary Trent. But I ain't gonna never fade him unless I just forget to play that day, because sometimes I get busy, and I forget to put my lineup in, and the day goes by, and you know, I lose. I forget to do it. But when I do play, when I do remember to enter my squad, Gary Trent is somewhere on that squad. He's either in the 3 spot or the 2 guard spot. He in there. So this lineup, before I change my mind again, we're gonna leave it alone. Devontae Graham, Garrison Matthews, Eric Gordon, Jason Tate, Christian Wood, Kelly Oubre, John Collins, Gary Trent Jr. We're going to leave it in there, even if we don't like it. We got to enter it. Because I'm going to change my mind again if we don't. So you got your last words for the people, man, before we sign off? Well, good show. I do. I got some last words. Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Just came out the blue. Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
I don't like it, bro. I don't like Aaron Rodgers. Here's the thing. I don't have an issue with the Green Bay Packers. I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I like Devontae Adams.
Aaron Jones.
I like Aaron Jones. I like DJ Dillon or AJ Dillon. I like Van Scantling, and I like Robert Tonyan, even though he out for the season. I like those guys. I picked them a lot. I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I just don't like him. And I just want people to say, like, if they watch the video and be like, oh, this dude's a Packer hater. No, I'm not a Packers hater. I just don't like Aaron Rodgers. Separate Aaron Rodgers from the Packers. If he, like, this is going to be his last year anyway. He's not going back to the Packers next year.
I don't know.
So the Packers grab Jordan Love. After what he did this year, he ain't going back. They ain't going to let him back. He costing them money. He got a fine. The team got a fine because of his behavior. He getting up out of there. So when Jordan Love takes over the Packers, I'll fuck with the Packers again. I have issue with the Packers as a team. I don't like Aaron Rodgers. So when he does go to another team next year, because he's not going to retire, he's trying to chase Tom Brady, and he just, his ego, that's another reason why. And he should retire, right? But because Tom Brady's still playing football, Aaron Rodgers is going to still play. Look, the Green Bay Packers is what, 9-3, 9-2? What are you trying to prove? You're not going to win the Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady is going back to the Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He's going back. Is he going to win? I don't know. But he's going back to the Super Bowl. The way they playing, they're going back to the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers is not. And if he's running to Tom Brady in the playoffs, he's going to fucking lose. So why is he still playing football? Because he's egomaniacal. Tom Brady's playing, so I'm going to continue playing, and he's not going to. I'm still the GOAT, too. See, he on that second great bullshit. Second best. Tom Brady's the GOAT, not Aaron Rodgers. So that's my last word. I don't like that dude. I just wanted to say that before we find out. All right, y'all. This has been episode 44, y'all. Don't pay me no mind. I ain't got no damn set. I'm your host, Open Mind, along with your other host, Tanner.
Good night, everybody.
We are out. Happy drafting. Creator bless y'all. Deuces.